the courts and separation of powers. Ever wonder who keeps the Australian government in check when things get a little too ambitious? Well, that's where the courts and the separation of powers come in. Because in Australia, we don't want one group having all the power. That would be a bit like letting one bloke control the footy, the scoreboard, and the rules, and the meat pies. Probably not a great system. The three powers. Australia's constitution divides federal power between three main groups: Parliament, the Executive, and the Judiciary. Parliament makes and changes laws. The Executive, including the Prime Minister and ministers, put those laws into action. And the Judiciary, which includes the High Court of Australia and other federal courts, interpret and applies the law. The idea is simple. Don't put all the power in one set of hands. Each part has different responsibilities and can act as a check on the others. So what do the courts actually do? The courts don't make government policy, and they're not there to decide whether a law is popular. Their job is to apply and interpret the law. And when it comes to the Constitution, the High Court of Australia has a particularly important role. It can determine whether Commonwealth laws are consistent with the Constitution. If a law goes beyond Parliament's constitutional powers, the High Court can declare it invalid. In other words, Parliament might say, we've passed this law, and the High Court can essentially respond, that's nice, but does the Constitution allow you to do it? Why does this matter? This helps protect the rule of law. It means government and Parliament aren't simply above the law. The courts can review government action and determine whether legal powers have been used properly. But here's an important Australian twist. We don't have a complete separation of powers. The Prime Minister and ministers are part of the Executive and Parliament. Unlike some countries, Australia's system mixes with some roles together while maintaining a strong separation between the judiciary and the other branches. Basically, our system is in three complete separate boxes. It's more like three neighbours who share a fence, occasionally argue over it, but still have to follow the same rules. So if the courts aren't here to run the country, they're here to make sure the law is interpreted properly. Constitutional limits are respected and government power doesn't simply run wild. And that leaves us with a pretty important question. If the courts can overturn laws passed by politicians, is that an essential protection for democracy, or does it give unelected judges too much power? If you enjoyed this No BS breakdown, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a mate. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, the power is in your hands. Until I see you next time. Cheers, legends.